Hello, and welcome back to Vintage Story. A couple things I wanted to say first is that I added a couple new mods. Specifically, the Bigger Pockets mod, Bricklayers, Bushmeat Stew, um, Expanded Matter for Bricklayers. I added Napster since it's here. Added a long-term food mod. And I added the X Skills mods as well as a moose tweaks because they're really big. They're really big animals. We're just about loaded up here. So the only thing that I've done since the last episode is do some clay forming. And as you can see, I made 5 storage vessels, 4 bowls, 4 cooking pots, a pickaxe and hammer mold for ingot molds, and a crucible. So I should have, what time is it? It's almost nighttime, but I should have, if you'll please, thank you, should have enough made up there. Today, I really want to focus on getting some copper and hopefully getting into the copper or even Bronze Age. So I'm just going to check around here because I haven't really looked around my house much for stones. And it'd be pretty cool if we had a copper spot close by. Because I'm close to being able to get a pickaxe. I'm not super confident that I could get a hammer currently. Let me see. And if my search goes well, then I will just, or if it doesn't go very well, I will probably resort to panning because I've got a bunch of sand and stuff over here that I could pan down. And I'm actually going to go ahead and collect these puffballs. Also thinking about turning off temporal stability. At least, for now. Just because I hate that it is temporally unstable around here. Because it's a really cool place to build. There aren't, a ton of... Where are you? It's just sandstone. There aren't a ton of, bushes and stuff, and I really want to fill this area up with trees. Over there could also be a pretty cool place for a larger build, but right now I've just got this, and my door's been breaking way more than normal. I've also got a couple of seeds from last time. Okay, I have 15 native copper, and I do have cassiterite, so I could make my first tools be bronze. I might make a bronze, I can actually put this in here. I might make a bronze falx instead. Like a bronze pickaxe and a bronze falx, and just stick with the copper hammer. Because I really want a blade, a weapon, so that I can take on that over there with the locusts and stuff, because that would be really cool to loot that. Current protectivity is low. I'm gonna go ahead... Where do I swear I had a bed. I might not have had a bed. Oh, right. I don't even have monsters. It's just a case of that one automatically spawns monsters. I've got a couple fruit trees down... I've got a lot of fruit trees, actually, within close vicinity. Is this trader over here marked? I don't seem to see him on the map. Let's see. It's all the way over there. What is he close to? Oh, there he is. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and mark him real quick and run on over to him. because I want to see what he is. Since it's nighttime, there aren't any mobs out. There are some chickens really close to my house. That's just a rooster there. But I remember last time I chased some around. It's been a while since I recorded. I did get a new microphone, so you won't have to deal with my webcam mic anymore. Ooh, actually, let me go ahead and do this. I've missed the Napster mods so much. My hands get a little bit tired doing stuff manually. But if I can go ahead and do that. It's a little bit cheaty, but I really don't care because I need the resources, and especially for flax, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And I'll leave these to go. And look at that, I've got 4 flax twine worth of fibers already just from those 2 plants. And I could have sworn we got some more right here. Might end up getting attacked by a chicken. Switcher, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and collect these puffballs. Because I am like pretty low on food generally. And these are a good little source of food that I can pretty much run around and get wherever. They regenerate I don't know how long it takes them to, but they do regenerate because just in the areas that they grow originally. I'm going to try and talk more this time because I know a lot of cutoffs last time were just like, it sounded like I was going to say something else and then I didn't, so I had to cut it. And I know the like pauses and stuff in between aren't very good either, but I'm learning. This is not something that I'm used to doing, making videos and such. Okay, we got Philippe, the furniture trader. Save. He does not have a bed, unfortunately. Just gonna run around here at night, get some puffballs, get possibly some copper, if I can find any on the ground, just around. Some lead right here. Aha, copper. Just gonna keep going after these puffballs. There's a wolf. Oop. There's a wolf right there. Also, no, I think it's just raining slightly. It's another wolf. I'm gonna try and not get attacked by them just because I don't have a weapon. Is that another wolf? Fuck. There's so many around here. Ooh, are you edible mushrooms or are you gold milk drop? Gold milk. gold drop, milk cap, whatever. I do want to... Some borax here, that's a good find. Yes, yes, I hear you. It's a pear tree. Damn, there are wolves literally everywhere in this valley. Okay, so I'm coming up on another trader here. And these traders are... Ooh, okay. I got a treasure hunter. His name is Shift. That's good to have. Treasure hunter is how we progress the lore in this game. At least the lore locations. It's a pretty poor treasure hunter. He doesn't even have a bed or anything. Not having any more luck, but I am heading towards a granite area, I think is what that is. And that should have a higher chance of giving me some goodies. Oh, I just said I wasn't having any luck, and then look at this. Some copper. I'm up to 8 pieces now. Also, I've just been subsisting off of berry bushes that I find. I'm not really eating my stash of mushrooms yet. Look at that, I have a full hunger bar just from berries. Some goats. Not too terribly far away from my base, which is nice. There's a trader. Straight ahead. I've marked him, but I haven't marked what he is. Real smart of me. It's only 9 a.m. in game. That is a deep, dark, scary cave, if I've ever seen one. And... okay, good. I thought for a second that I'd gone down there without any blocks to get out. That would have sucked. But I didn't. So let's see up here. Have some more rye. What kind of deer are you? Are you a goat? What are you? Alpine ibex. I don't think I've ever seen them before. Okay, well, I'm not having any copper luck up here. And some more rye. Kind of just marking rye as grain because it's very, very plentiful. I'm not too worried about knowing exactly what I'm getting. I do think I'm gonna go ahead and kill this raccoon here. If I can. Cool. Ah. I almost feel bad now. I'm gonna break the carcass and probably not pick it up just because I don't need the bones. I was really hoping to get into Copper Age today, or at the very least have the copper ready to do it, because I still have to get my crucible and stuff fired up before I can do that. And there's a... Okay, I might actually be able to do it then. So that's 20. I have 15 at home. So I'll be like 1 off of 2 tools. I think. Yeah, because I need 36. I have 35 total. I was hoping that there would be a little bit more nearby. You know, copper usually spawn, like, ores in this game spawn kind of in lumps. So if there's some in one area, there's probably some in the same area. I'm not doing a very good job of explaining it, but I think you kind of know what I mean. Yes. Okay, this should be... Oh, this is a really good surface deposit. That should be enough. I'm gonna keep looking for just a little bit longer. Maybe find a bit more. Because if I can get 3 tools worth of copper, then I'll go ahead and make a Falx mold and get that going. So I do have... Let me see here. Borax. Yeah, I have some tin all the way over here. I could also search around more in this area for more copper. Now, I do think panning would be more fruitful on this endeavor, but it's also less fun to watch. Ooh, that is a good thing. And what I can do here is I can just... Not there. I can just place this here. Mark this as a resin spot. And I'll have that resin there as well as the next one to come out of this pine. Ready to go when I need it. Okay, I'm a little bit uncomfortable being in this forest with how much fog there is. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave. I got what I needed copper-wise. Now I'm gonna have more than what I needed. Ooh, okay. I can drop that. I can go ahead and eat these. There's 2 of them. And I should now be able to collect this up. Bunch more copper. It's a good area for copper, it would appear. Oh, massive copper deposit. Now the one underneath might not be so big. But that's okay, because the one right here was very big. I'm just going to check down here real quick and see if we have any bony soil. Would not appear, so this is a hearth ruin. They usually don't have much in the way of resources, but it's always good to check. And yeah, there's nothing there. Oh. I don't know if I have the... I don't know if that's a ruin or if that's a trader house. It looks kind of like a trader house from the Better Like Traders mod, but I don't think I have that installed, so this might be dangerous. No, it's a treasure hunter. Is this just like an actual treasure hunter spawning? Huh. So this is not a ruin. This is a treasure hunter. Another one. I've got two of them really close to my... Two of them really close. Then there was another trader here. So I'll head towards them. It is starting to get dark. But I don't have to worry about that too much as long as I stay away from that ruin. Fortunate. Is it still apocalyptic? It is in fact still apocalyptic. We're gonna stay far away from that building. Oh, I can actually see the locust nests in it. Commodities. Cool. Did I spell that right? I did. Let's go. Okay. Now home is not this way, but some cool looking mountains over here. And I missed copper. And oh my lord. It's a lot of rifts. I am so dang lucky that I have monsters off for just a bit longer. Okay, I can store flax grain. I didn't even have flax seeds up until this point. I didn't have any seeds for grain. Dang. Well, luckily, grain lasts a long, long time in this game. And I shouldn't have to worry about it too terribly much. I've got about an hour left where I can record. I'm gonna go ahead and do this because I think that the first thing I want to get is a linen sack. So I'm just gonna do that. And if I do this, bam, cattails. Do I have any cattails? Probably not. Good thing I have ground storage. Let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and get a tool rack, just so I can put some stuff up here. Yeah. I think, let's see. Get that. I'll turn this into firewood, and that should give me basically nothing towards what I need. But I do have a good amount of bony soil. That's good. I didn't remember how much I had. Let me see if I can. I cannot. And I might actually do my pit kilns in here. I need this. I need this. I need this. I can do 3 bowls for now. I would like all of my cooking pots. That leaves me with 2 storage vessels that I can fire up right now. All I need is grass. And what I think I can do is actually store this and those on the ground. That. Can I store rye? Kinda. I don't have much of this, and so I'm gonna eat it. I don't exactly know how much grass I'm gonna need, so I'll go ahead and get that. I think that 9 is more than enough. Yeah, I have 6 here. I'm not going to fire these immediately, just because I'm going to have to go get more sticks and more firewood. I'm going to go ahead and take my torch, and we're going to go chop some stuff down. Starting with these bushes over here, to get some more sticks. And just to clean up the area, because I don't really like the look of these. They obscure my view without adding much beauty to the landscape. They're kind of just here. But I do really like our birch trees. I think they look really nice. So I will be planting back any seeds that I find. I'm just gonna get this tree down. Hopefully not get attacked by a wolf, because I did hear one. And this should be plenty of wood. I don't know about sticks. I think I need like 8 more sticks for now. I think I only have 1 that I haven't done. A very short-term memory, if you couldn't tell. Some cranberries, just on the ground there. Must be a raccoon nearby. And that's a cranberry bush that I will be placing back. And I'll go ahead and chop this one down too. Actually, I think that it would be better. Actually, it would definitely be better of me to go ahead and get as many of these sticks off of it first, for a higher chance of the seeds and the sticks, which I need both of. So Now I can chop these too. Cool, cool. Now head back home. Yes, you're very scary. Rift activity has gone down. There's still a crap ton of them around, though. I heard someone say that it sounds like they just took a train, like, stock noise and distorted it, and that's how they got their Rift sounds, and I wholeheartedly agree. It does in fact sound like just a train, and it makes me a little bit less scared. Oh, I need sticks on you first. Durr. Okay. And now I can go ahead and light all of these. And in about 16, or is it 20? I think it's 20 hours for firewood. So by tonight, about 10 p.m., these will be done. And then my next batch and while I'm here, should go ahead and actually have a bed. And tidy this area up just a little bit. Floor storage is not the greatest. And I can slice this up into jerky, just so it'll cure and be good for longer. There we go. It's a little proximity chat mod that I forgot to turn off before loading up. That's why I've got that little saxophone in the corner. I think I can go over here and grab my other shovel, which is almost broken. I'm gonna go ahead and get a charcoal pit, just like a 2x3, I think. 2x2 by. No, we'll do a 2x2 or 2x3x3. So I'm gonna need a lot of it, and it's better to prep more than to be under prepped. So now that's all set up. All I have to do is go cut down a crap ton of trees. Do I have any storage space for any of this? Not really. And I think I can... I can kind of store these on the ground. It's just not very efficient. But just to make some some chest space, I will go ahead and do that and that. I'll get 2 axes made, and then I will see you guys once I have chopped down enough trees to fill the charcoal pit. Bump, bump. Bump. Alright. See you soon. Alright, so I'm almost home. I got 67 pine logs, 85 maple logs. I don't know where that's going to get me in terms of filling this up, but we're gonna see. I'm gonna have to make another axe here quickly, just so I can convert the logs into firewood. Alright, awesome. So this did actually get me. Just barely. Well, not just barely, I've got a good amount left over too. But, if I go ahead and get 4 more firewood, it's all the way around. Get that like that. And then I have to go back and take my torch. I forgot my floor is a mess. If we go ahead and do that. Bam. Now, I think it'll be like tomorrow morning that'll be done. I wish I could see when these would be done. I also got some more turnips and a rusty gear, which is pretty cool. Yeah. I'm gonna take a break just because my body is telling me to. It's not having a very fun time on the computer right now. And I'll be back later on. Alright, I'm back. Been a couple of days. I forgot that I had this. Also, I've realized that I cannot get in and out of my house without crouching, which is a little bit funny. And also, my character is very hungry. Once this is done, I'm definitely going to need to expand. I could actually do something like this. Over here. It's gonna be a tight fit, but just temporarily I can have a second area up here. And I'm going to need a second torch as well. Ooh. Did not think about the fact that now I'm gonna have to crouch everywhere in my house. But it's okay. It's a temporary thing. Let's get 2 more torches here just so I can have some inside my house as well as some on me. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of these back up. Eat so I don't starve to death. Can I store seeds on the ground? No, I cannot. I know I can store sticks, though, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I mean, really, I'm just waiting for my charcoal pit and pit kilns to be done so I can have space. Have storage. I can go ahead and just, like, completely cover this side of my house. And some vines. Looks okay. Also, this rain is a little bit too loud. As much as I love the sound of rain in this game, it needs to be quiet. I could start a farm. Actually, I know exactly what kind of ruin this is, so I am going to pin that. What is the other ruins that I have pinned? These ones? No. It's these ones. I know exactly what kind of ruin is over this way. I also need to stop jumping as much, because it slows you down and way takes up your hunger. Thanks to a comment that I saw for saying the hunger part, because I learned it slows you down not too long after I made the first video. But I did not know it significantly increased your hunger rate. I won't have any space to loot. But I also don't want the carcass to get in the way of animal spawning. So I'm just going to drop that stuff. And I'll see you guys when I get over to the ruin. Alright, so I'm just about on the ruin. It's right there. I'm going to go over to this trader real quick and make sure that he has a bed that I can sleep in. It also looks like there are quite a few ruins around here. Ah, shit. Please don't be chasing me. And some mature pear? Oh, it's those kind of ruins. Okay, cool. This trader does have a bed. He's a furniture trader. Rabal. And that means that I am going to go ahead and mark him. And check this ruin out over here. Now, I'm pretty sure I did not bring a shovel with me, but I think there might be some bony soil under this. No. Not that I can see. That's fine. There was another ruin somewhere nearby. Either way. I am going to sleep through the brunt of the night because there's a good possibility, I'm pretty sure that is the dungeon version of the ruin. Which will be very, very interesting to look through. I keep finding all the ruins that I can't get to until I'm better equipped. And none of the ones that I can get after right away. Alright. It is daytime now. we are going to go check this out. Oh, god damn it. Of course there would be wolves in here. Of all the things. I just want to see. If I can, if this is the one that has a door. I could fight them. Don't really want to. I'm really bad at combat and stuff in this game. And I simply don't want to risk it. Huh. Looks like we have an andesite below us. Well, that's unfortunately a bust for now, but I will be coming back to it. Just gonna check around here because this is all medium fertility. There might be some high fertility hiding around here. I'm not gonna do a super thorough check just because I'm like very much not wanting to do that right now. This is also larch, which is lovely. I like to build with larch quite a lot. There's a lot of pear trees around here. Not a huge fan of pears in real life. They kinda have a bad texture to me. Like, their taste is fine. I like them. Like, I like the flavor of pears. I just don't like the texture, you know? It's really grainy and gritty and just not very enjoyable. Brown coal? Yep. Oh, and a mining EXP book, which I will happily take. Here's some more ruins. It's a nifty little ruin. There's a lot of grass everywhere, making it hard to see anything. That is useful. I'll drop my torch for it, which I can put in my offhand. I completely forgot about that. I keep hearing water. Thinking it's gonna be bees. I would really love to get some bees set up early on for the wax, for the candles and everything else, as well as for the honey. So I mean, I could make jams and I think mead, maybe? I don't actually remember if mead is a base game thing. Alright, we are back home, and awesome. Everything is fired. I have no inventory space. Let's do this really quickly. No. Everything that is currently on the floor that I don't want to be on the floor. Seeds. Plant. Seeds and everything plant related. Or I guess farming related in general. Cool. And then everything else? Yeah, I think that's fair. Cool. Now I have those ready to go. Should be enough for everything. And then we'll have the bowl in the back, waiting for some other things to join it. Because for now I don't really have anything else to fire, and I don't need more than one bowl, let alone 3. So, perfectly chilling with the amount of bowls that I have. I'm gonna get that started up here. And that started down here. And I think I had some peat close to my house. I don't remember exactly where. So down here, I am going to get a very hefty serving of puffball stew going. I'm immediately going to take the firewood and replace it with like 5 pieces of peat, I think we got. And then upstairs, I'm going to go ahead and grab this and this. I have my crucible on me. I'll take this firewood out and give it some peat. And I need 2. There we go. 200 units of tin bronze. And I am just going to go ahead and make a pickaxe and hammer because I have tin marked down somewhere. There it is. I have tin marked down all the way over here. So I'm going to go ahead and pin that real quick. And that'll tell me once I am done with this to go over and mine that. And this is basically gonna be storage for stuff that I don't want to deal with down here. In the meantime, eventually, once I get that pickaxe going and I've got more copper and tin, I'm gonna go ahead and do a big house expansion. I'm probably gonna bring it back 6, 7, 8. I'm probably gonna bring it back another 8 blocks and then widen it by, let's see, right now I have an internal of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably gonna widen it by 3 blocks in either direction, which will make 13, which is 1 under the limit, and then I'm gonna make it taller than this front part, so it'll have 2 floors, and this will be where the roof, or probably like this is where the roof will start for that, so it'll like extend, kind of have a tiered effect to it. Okay, awesome. Let's eat my first real meal. That doesn't do much, but it does give my vegetable satiety a lot. Big boost. And something cool about stews and stuff is that you won't eat the entire bowl if you don't need that much to fill you up. And this should be enough. I'm just gonna watch it. But if that gets below and this hasn't finished, then I'll add another. And I forgot to make tongs. So I'm gonna go ahead out here real quick and have this ready to go. Would you look at that? I have my first... Oh, you hold the tongs wrong. That's not how you... It's not how you hold stuff. Either way, soon I will have my first tools. And I can effectively expand this base. Also, I don't remember what I use for this. Clay, straw, and fertility soil. And let's see how much charcoal we get. I think this is a 3x3x2. Okay. From that, we got 102 charcoal, which is a pretty good conversion, and will last us a decent little bit. Probably not a super long time, but it is better than nothing, and I am very happy with the amount that I got. Awesome. These are hardened. I can go ahead and take a couple sticks, and now I'm ready to go mining. So, I might go do that. In fact, I'm definitely going to go do that. Because that was the plan, was to get solidly into at least the Copper Age. I always seem to go out of the house right when it's getting dark. But it doesn't really matter this time, just because I'm going to be mining, and therefore not above the surface. I am going to need to turn back. It's much further away than I thought it was. Yeah, I'm barely halfway there. So I'm going to sleep the night away, assuming I can get back to my house before I get brutally torn apart by monsters. And then in the morning, we will go and hopefully get some tin. Alright. So on my run back, I found a mature flax plant that I did not hoe this time around, and a copper deposit right here. It's just chilling there, undiscovered. So, it is almost 10 in-game. My inventory's cleaned up. Let's go to bed. It is morning. It is 5:40. I love my door. Don't see any monsters around. And now, back to the tin. I'll see you guys there. I want it. I'm not gonna grab it though. Not gonna do it. It's so tempting. Now that's some cool terrain. Another one. I'm not even that far away. Game's tempting me. It's the only tin spot that I have marked on my map, so I'm really hoping that it's here. Well, I wasted some durability there. Please be a decent vein. It is awesome. I'm gonna leave that for when I get a prospecting pick. 'Cause I'm gonna come over here and prospect the area and see if I can find a higher concentration of tin and get more of it. But that is going to net me $12 tools. Which is quite lovely. I don't even have enough copper for that right now. But I'm going to go a little bit closer to home for the mining of copper. Any tin? I'm not seeing any creepy crawlies either. Rift activity is calm. That would make sense. I want to get back. I'm going to go ahead and make a couple different clay molds, including an anvil mold. And get those going so that once I have enough copper to make it, I can go straight to having a copper anvil. I'm probably not going to make a tin bronze anvil unless prospecting for tin comes first. I'm probably going to prospect off camera. We're kind of getting to the point now where I've got materials. You've seen the early game, and I can kind of do more stuff alone than I could before, without taking away from the channel. My only issue with doing a lot of stuff off camera is A, you can't see what I'm doing, and B, I don't have a ton of time to record. I work a full-time job, I have a lot of chores to do at home, a lot of responsibilities, and that's why these videos are probably going to be taking 1 to 2 weeks for each one. It's just not possible for me in my current situation to do more, to play more. And I also have another world that I play on. This is kind of a secondary one for my own stuff, because my other world is with people, and I honestly prefer to play with people over playing on my own. So it's kind of just a mix of lack of time and lack of priority for this world. Apparently a lack of eyesight, because that's a lot more copper. I find all the copper veins close to my house after I do a big massive search. I am gonna have so much flint, which means I'm not gonna be hurting for fire clay anytime soon. Oh, little butterflies. How lovely. I love the butterfly mechanic in this game. I think it's such a fun little detail. I'm so done with this game. It's so much more copper. Like, I'd already have the 40 just from those, like, what, 3 veins that I found right next to my house? It's just simply not fair. Now I can head home in happiness because I have flowers. I do believe that that makes me very happy. Puffball stew ready to go. And let's get to clay forming. I knew I need a prospecting pick. I'm going to want a... I don't want that. Okay, we're just gonna... It's a waste of clay, but... There we go. anvil mold. I'm gonna get some crock started. I'm gonna prioritize these molds because the crocks are not super important to me yet. It's still May. I have plenty of time to start storing food, and a lot of the food that I have right now will last longer out of a vat or out of a crock than in one. Also, I just realized these are done. I can place another one here. I can have a couple upstairs. This will also go upstairs. Okay, those are finished. I am just trying to find my grass and my knife. And I'll place that back once I'm done doing this, because that's irritating as hell. And why I really need a saw. So I can make a proper door and proper windows and all the fun things. And I think I am going to use charcoal, because I don't want to wait that long. And I think I am going to go ahead and mine up a bunch of copper. So I'll see you guys once I finish that, and hopefully we'll be ready to make an anvil. Okay, so I was mining down for this copper. It doesn't appear that there's any copper here, but there is limestone here, so I'm going to go ahead and collect this. Also, the first one was a success. We're going to see how much I got right there. And I think that's already enough. So that is pretty awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and get a lot of limestone because we're gonna need it later for multiple different things. Including but not limited to daub. Because wattle and daub is something that was introduced in this, I think, last version. And it looks really nice, and I want to use it at some point. And this will allow me to make the exact color that I'd want to use. Okay, so this copper that I found the limestone under is directly under the gravel. Which is, you know, it's great. It's great. I'm probably gonna die digging fucking poor quality copper. Okay, so I'm marking the copper veins that I've mined out with an X so that I can come back to them later and try and mine underneath them. Rift activity is currently medium. It's dark outside. I'm stuck in a hole with 2 dry grass under what I need to make a bed. This is great, honestly. I will wait for you guys until morning. Alright, I'm back. It should be, hopefully, Oh, ow. I forgot that there is gravel right above me. Hopefully. I should be able to, at the very least, run back to my house. Oh, there's a drifter right there. But as I get closer to my house, it's daytime, technically. It's just raining, so it's still dark out. I'm jumping while I'm running again. That's going to take a long time to get out of the habit of. I mean, not only do I... like, even games that I can't jump in, I will consistently try to. And it's a bad habit. Bring this and the other molds up. So I'm also going to want a prospecting pick and Falx blade if I can make them. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, I have way more than enough, which is absolutely positively awesome. And this has to be even. Sorry. I just need it to be that way. So we are going to go ahead and light this up, and I will be back with you guys when this is heated and ready to go into my anvil mold. Alright, I am back. This is heated up, and I forgot to grab my tongs. But let's get an anvil. Let me go in again to get a Falx blade, prospecting pick, and a replacement for my hammer and pickaxe because I know I'm going to need it. So I'm just going to pop that right back in there since it's already heated, and we are going to make, let's see, let's make 120, 340, 150. Actually want, let's see, cool. And can I use one less? I cannot. Alright, let's get this stacked back up here in my inventory. And I will see you guys once this is done smelting. Alright, we're back. Get this right back in my offhand slot. And we're going to be getting a Falx blade, prospecting pick, pickaxe, and a hammer. And this is almost done. That's just burning because I have a lot in there. Now, I do think I'm going to end this episode here. In between episodes, I hope to make this area, I'm going to level it out, hopefully, and probably at least start building it. I don't have a lot of blocks, and I don't know how much I'm going to get done. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Oh wait, I hope you enjoyed this video. I have a copper anvil now, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.